Hello friends, and welcome back to Cooking with Shelley, Pampered Chef Style, and to my somewhat messy but pampered kitchen. So it is the long weekend and it has been a hectic day. We are right now in the middle of a power outage after a severe thunderstorm, and we think maybe a tornado touchdown. So hopefully all will go well for this demo. So today I wanted to bring to you a Power Antioxidant Salad. We're in the midst, the last week of our Eat to Beat Cancer and for Heart Health Challenge. And I posted this week about dandelions in the yard. And I only got a couple of remarks, so I've been wanting to bring you this video. So as I'm preparing my salad, I thought I would bring you this powerful information that you can use any time of the year, but it's especially great right now in the spring season because it's a cleansing time. Mother Earth is cleansing itself of so much, and that's what we need to do as well for our bodies. And if we could do this once or twice a year, it would help so much our immune systems. So, you know, in my 30 years now as a nurse, I have been learning lots, and especially over the last 10 years, I've been really diving deep into our immune system, immunity, and I wanted to really share this information with you. So we're doing a Power Antioxidant Salad this evening, and right now I've got here some greens, but before I get to that, I'm going to do the dressing. And the dressing is simple. We're not using a regular oil. Instead, we're using tahini. And so just bear with me. If you would like the recipe, let me know. I can send you a written, the full recipe. It is, by the way, this recipe is thanks to, courtesy of the Food Revolution Network. All right, so we've got here a tablespoon of tahini. Now, tahini is made from sesame seeds, so it's got the oil and all the goodness of the actual seed. It's just ground sesame seed, that's it. There's nothing else in here. Just lay that there, because I'm gonna get this. And we've got a tablespoon and a half of apple cider vinegar. And we've got some lime. So we need lime juice. Before I press my lime, I'm going to get the peel, the zest. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I don't like to throw away the zest. So I use all parts of my citrus fruit, my lime, my lemons, oranges, tangerines, because there's so much goodness, vitamin C, and the power of the oils from the zest is just incredible. And I like to add it into my dressing. It adds that extra oomph. And then with my citrus press, I'm going to press, this is a half of a lime, and I know from experience that it will get me approximately a tablespoon of lime juice. There we go. Tablespoon of lime juice, and then with the extra, I just put that in my water, either in warm water, and get a really nice liver cleansing tonic drink from that. So as I said, I try not to throw away anything. And then I need 1 to 2 teaspoons of either date paste or maple syrup, or you can use monk fruit sweetener. I've chosen to use some date paste, and that's basically just cooked dates, all right, which are so delicious. And then we need a little salt and pepper, fresh ground Himalayan salt, fresh ground pepper, and a clove of garlic. And I don't need to peel my garlic because I'm going to press it. Just press it through. There we go. Just haven't found my little attachment yet that goes with my garlic press. And so you see, there's the peel. That's it. Okay, and then I like to put that in hot water right away, just to get it out. And that's it. So just give this a good mix. Now the date paste will make it a little thick as well, so you can just keep mixing for a little bit. And if you have maple syrup or monk fruit, then that will dissolve quite easily. And for the monk fruit sweetener, if you're using that, I usually like to grind it into powder before using it as rather than granular, because the granular monk fruit does not dissolve well. So that's why I like to get it into a powder. And so then you just let it sit, and if you don't use all of it, you can just cover it and put it in the fridge. The longer it sits, the more intense the flavors become. All right, so now we've got a mixed salad, and in here it's like red and green leaf salad, some spinach, and arugula, okay? Now to this salad, this is what I really want you to see. I'm adding dandelion. And I wanted to show you this because I posted some pictures of it in my garden. This is a couple of dandelions that I picked today. See how nice and green they are? Now, you think that they're a weed because so many people feel that they're ruining their lawns or whatever. And we used to feel the same way until I learned how powerful this plant is. So do you see, I want to show you the roots. If you've been digging up your dandelions rather than spraying them, I hope you're digging them, not spraying. You would see this is one dandelion. Look at that, how big it is. So you've got your root, you've got your nice green leaves, and then you've got your flowers. And all of it is edible. And there's research, backed up scientific research that shows that this plant is really, really good for you, and I'll tell you why. The root and the flower, you can make tea. And I've got here, I made some tea earlier while I was waiting. So it's just some roasted root and some hot water, or you can do it with the leaves and you can do it with the flower as well. Now the longer you leave it, the darker it gets. So just make sure that any dandelion that you're using, it's not been sprayed with any pesticides or herbicides. So if you have it in your backyard, in your garden area, then that would be the best place to use it from. Not by the side of the road or your front lawn where you're getting all of the fumes and the dust from the road. So it looks like water right now because it hasn't been steeping long enough. It gets dark. I've actually bought it, and it's like $7 for 20 tea bags, just dandelion root, roasted dandelion root. This is from my garden and it's free. And then for your leaves, these are great to just add into your salad. And you can just pull them off or cut them off whatever way you want, and just chop them up. And if they're baby plants, like when they're fresh and still young, then they're more nutritious and less tough. The older they are, the longer they're growing in your yard, the tougher they are. So just cut them up small, and also I add them to my smoothie. So what is so great about them? Number one, there's been studies, and a Canadian study at that, that shows that it fights against pancreatic cancer and a couple of other cancers. So, you know, it's free. Where oncology, medicine, chemo, and radiation has not worked in the past, this has helped tremendously. Now, I'm not saying that it's a miracle cure for everybody, but why not give it a try? And certainly as a preventative, it's always great to add it to your food. The first time I had dandelion, I thought it was crazy. I was in Saint Pierre and Miquelon, a little island off the coast of Newfoundland, and the lady that I was staying with, she served us dandelion salad for dinner one evening, and I thought, this is crazy. People throw this in the garbage, they spray them. She said, and this was 30 plus years ago, she said, it's good for you, eat it. So anyway, this is the story of the dandelion plant. Somebody wrote in response to my post on Facebook and said, Shelley, I have lots of them growing, but I'm not gonna cook with them if that's what you think. So you don't need to cook it. You serve them, you eat them raw in your salad, and you won't even know that they're there. They're be doing so much good for you. And they're also liver cleansing, and so many vitamins in here that you would not believe. Google it and then come back and let me know. I also have some information about the dandelion that I'm going to be posting. And of course, they bring the bees, and we all need bees right now because the bee population is being depleted, and we need them for pollinating, to make honey, which is nature's natural antibiotic, and so many more reasons, right? So I wanted to share that with you. Oh, by the way, since we're in a power outage, I've got all these jugs lined up. You probably can't see them here. My jugs are lined up right here because when we have no power, we have no water. And so, because we're on a well, and so we're on a generator right now, but we can't keep it going all night. So my pitchers come in handy there, my quick stir pitchers, 4 liters and 2 liters and lots of other things. So there's multiple uses for everything that I have. All right, so back to my salad here. So we've got our greens in here, and I'm gonna put in some broccoli as well. And I always include the stems, these little pieces. A lot of people throw it away. I used to as well. And the stump, you can use that for a lovely broccoli soup. And then I'm just cutting it into smaller pieces, just bite-sized pieces, so that you don't end up with like a big flower of broccoli in your mouth. This is just easier to chew. And that's the other thing about your greens. You want to make sure that you chew them, because that's why a lot of people have issues with digesting greens and salads and beans, by the way. It's because they're not chewing them. They just put it in your mouth, give it maybe 1 or 2 chews, and swallow. So just take your time with a salad and chew. It's really, really important. And then we have some onion. So whichever onion you want, or you don't have to if you don't want to put onion. I'm using it because, of course, of the antioxidant properties. It's so many benefits of onion. I tell you, like, it's just non-stop. Likewise for garlic. And I like to slice my onions into thin slices. So I've got here my mandolin, and I'm just setting it to level 1, so it's very thin. And just get some small slices here. No. Here we go. Just some nice thin slices. And then I've got some cucumber. Now this food holder, I only need it when I get down so far so that I don't add the extra protein from my fingernails. A lot of times people say, like, if you're eating just a salad, where are you getting your protein? Well, where do cows and horses and most animals that are herbivores that we so rely on for our protein, where do they get their protein? From greens. So next time you're thinking about protein, just think some nice, good, healthy greens. All right. And then we've got some tomato. Now the tomato I'm just going to cut into little chunks. And you can use whatever tomato you like, whether it's cherry tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, and just cut them into bite-sized pieces, like so. And then the next star of the show that I want to share with you is avocado. Now you've probably heard me talking about avocado. The month of May is Help Whip Cancer Month, and the featured tool is the avocado tool. Now I have the older version. The newer version has the spoon on the end to take out the nut. I've got this one. I like to cut it into sections before I just scoop it out. So the avocado tool, you can cut it and scoop it. And this is what the other part of the avocado spoon will do. And so depending on the size of your salad, you want 1 or 2 avocados. And of course, avocado is a very rich antioxidant food. That's what health or disease prevention is all about, using healthy or immune boosting foods. This one is not quite ready, although it seemed to be. That's the problem with avocados, is they look great on the outside, nice and brown, and then you cut into them and they're still green. So if you have a tip of choosing just the right avocado, please comment below and let us know. So back to this avocado tool, I'm still looking for people to sell 10 of these to contribute to my Help Whip Cancer fundraiser. And I will be doing a draw when I get 10 people selling 10 of these. Then I will be doing a draw, and the person that wins will have several choices. Number 1, which organization you want the fundraiser to go to. Number 2, you can have a choice of the host benefit for the month, and on top of that, I'll be giving you a free gift. So comment below or contact me if you're interested in participating. Okay, and then we've got some powerful pumpkin seeds packed with antioxidants, and these are roasted organic poppy seeds. And then I'm adding some Italian spice, because the recipe called for oregano, and this is actually going into my dressing. I forgot to put it in there shortly a little while ago. So you just need about a half a teaspoon, and that's that. And these spices are non-GMO and salt-free as well, for the most part. herbe de Provence is my other go-to. And then my last ingredient is, for some power-packed protein, is chickpeas. So just add these chickpeas into the salad. Whip up once again, just stir up my dressing, which I like to have a taste. Oh my gosh, it is so powerful. Between the lime and the apple cider vinegar and the tahini, incredible. And I'm going to use all of this sauce because it's a good sized salad. And just give it a toss. Oh, the other thing is, you know what else is in season right now that's a cleansing? It is rhubarb. I've been baking up a little bit of a storm here with rhubarb. I've got rhubarb upside down cake and rhubarb muffins, both of them gluten-free and sugar-free. I made them with a mixture of almond flour and coconut flour, and I use monk fruit sweetener as my sweetener. And that is my salad. And then to that, I'm just going to top off some fresh chives from the garden, flour and all. I like to use my scissors to cut my chives and my herbs because these are so precise. These are my kitchen shears, which, by the way, are fabulous for cutting up a chicken. Right now, with the cost of any protein, especially chicken and turkey, these are great. You can buy a whole chicken and use these to cut it up into parts rather than pay much higher costs for the parts. That's another little tip. And here, I'll just plate this up. You can also, of course, add the chives when you put it on the plate. Look at that. Isn't that power on a plate? Power antioxidants. Wow. So you can just keep adding more to that if you want. This is my dinner, along with, I've got a slab of salmon, which I cooked in my air fryer. 10 minutes and my salmon was cooked. There we go. And that is dinner. Power packed, antioxidant, immune boosting, cancer fighting, heart healthy salad. Isn't that beautiful? Tell me what you think. I want to know if you're going to make this, especially the dandelion. Very, very powerful. And really, really great tasting. Okay, so that's it for today. And I hope to see you back tomorrow for another Eat to Beat Cancer and Heart Health Challenge recipe. Let me know if you're making this or what you think of it. Take care. Ciao for now. Hope everybody is safe wherever you are. And stay dry if you're in the wet season. And don't forget, go out and get those wonderful dandelions. They're free. Let them grow in your garden with your other veggies and your flowers, and then just go and harvest them. And they are so delicious. And you can give them to your dogs as well. Dogs and cats love them. If you see them munching on them, it's a cleanse. So I hope that this was useful to you, and I'd love to get your feedback. Remember, I'm here to help you make memories one meal at a time. Take care. Ciao for now.